episode 139 of the Thunder Underground podcast. My name's Trent, and I'm joined by Jason, and I guess we're finally back.
We're back. We had a little bit of a hiatus, you know. We had to go off and explore the world and search our souls, but we're back, and we're better than ever, really. I mean, honestly.
Right.
You know?
Well, I know in the recent week or so, several people have said, where you been? And, well, I'm here to tell you. We've been planning an event.
Yeah.
The first ever, soon-to-be annual, Thunderfest.
Really?
Yeah, and this is going to be the first one. First year will be a one-day event. It might expand to something bigger.
Everybody,
But
this is news to me.
year one will be headlined by Puddle of Mud. And we chose Puddle of Mud as our headliner because I don't really want to put a lot of effort into this event.
Exactly.
But I just want...
Exactly.
I want to have an event.
And that's the perfect, yeah.
So we can say we're having an event. You know, we can talk about it, hype it up. Everybody can be like, woo, Thunderfest. And then when it doesn't happen, it's like, big deal. It's not our fault you guys thought Puddle of Mud was actually going to fucking show up to our event.
That's right.
So
you should have known,
it's
fuckers.
the best of both worlds. We get to act like we're having an event, but not put in the effort for it to actually happen.
Because we know that they won't,
Exactly.
you know? Or Wes Scantlin will just be like, fuck it, I want to go play with my BB gun on an airplane.
Right.
I mean, no, for real though. Fuck that guy. And that's perfect. I like your idea. I think we should go with it. It's going to be an all day event. You know, food trucks. You know,
Carnival games for the kids.
yeah, we're going to have midgets
Death
with
metal.
dreadlocks.
Oh, yeah.
Russian guys on prepaid cell phones. We're going to have everything. And
Black metal face painting
Black.
starring the dude from Mayhem.
Yes, yeah. Because who the fuck are they?
Well, this BB gun thing you mentioned
Oh
is
my
a
God.
totally new thing in the Puddle of Mud universe.
This fucking guy. Who still books this fucking clown? For real?
Yeah, but this,
I mean,
like,
come on.
yeah, see, we mentioned that, like, I texted you, 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
because it's like a joke now that, like, this guy doesn't show up to fucking events. And it's like, that's happened with other artists throughout the years, but, you know, it's like if someone happens to once, that sucks. Yeah, you fucked over a promoter and fans, but you make up for it with good graces throughout the coming years.
Definitely.
But not Wes Scantlin.
This guy just keeps doing it and doing it and doing it.
And this isn't 2 or 3 times. This was like 3 weeks ago. He no-showed 3 concerts in a row, all 3 in a weekend. They were like, it was like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can't remember what states it was in, but all 3 of them just no-showed.
Yeah.
And the thing I don't get, besides just promoters keep booking him, whoever's in his band keeps staying in the band.
And I don't get it. This motherfucker's like George Jones.
And it's not like maybe they can't kick him out and get someone else because sure he's the face of the band, plus he probably owns
Yeah.
the name or something.
Because, I mean, he's the only original. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
So maybe these guys just go with it because they're guys who want to play music and this is their only chance they have to be in a band that's touring or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no clue either. But, I mean,
But on top of all the skip concerts now, like it came out the other day,
yeah.
so the story was he was trying to get on a plane and he had a Red Ryder. Or you said Red
No,
Ryder.
it just said a BB gun. I just said Red Ryder because I was being a smart ass.
Okay.
I wonder if it was one of the ones that had a compass in the butt of the gun.
Right.
Like we all had when we were kids. We all had one. It's okay. So I wonder if it's one of those.
Yeah. But the
Wonder if he
thing
shot
was
his eye out.
the TMZ article. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure his dad probably told him one, or his mom. But the TMZ article noted at the end, it's like, even if he hadn't got arrested with a gun, what was he planning to do? Because he got arrested at like 10 at night, and that was the night of the concert. So he was no-showing this concert already.
Yeah, while he was getting...
He didn't miss the
man.
concert because he got arrested with the BB gun. He was just getting on a plane at 10 p.m. when he was supposed to be in fucking Texas hours before.
Insane. Look, seriously, I'm going to say this seriously. We're cracking jokes, but seriously, this guy is in a position that so many people wish they could fucking be in.
Yeah.
You know, we're at our jobs grinding 40 plus hours a week, you know, dealing with shitheads and dealing with bosses we don't like and getting burnt out because we're doing the same thing every day. But we keep doing it because that's what we have to do. That's what we do to, you know, survive. Or people are dealing with shitty situations in their personal life, whatever, you know, and wishing we could do something that this guy does. And he's just taking it for granted, and he's just screwing the pooch on a fucking grand level. And it's insulting to his fans. It's insulting to even people that aren't his fans, but also people that, you know, are just rock fans and geeks and follow all this stuff. And, well, really anybody that, you know, kind of looks at these guys, looks up to them and looks up to, you know, the whole thing. It's just, anyways, it's insulting, and it's getting a little old with this guy. And like I said before, it's amazing that anyone still books this fucker. I mean, really, it is.
Well, it's like they're one of those bands people might rip on because they're from that era, a different era now already. And it's like they're not as popular as they used to be, but you can turn on the radio and still hear any song from that first album any day of the week. Mm-hmm. So people will still show up to see this band. Yeah. You know, just because they have a name and they have recognizable songs, and they could get a few hundred people to come to every show. So, and there isn't anybody that's playing music that wouldn't love to be able to tour the country just doing that.
Exactly. And, you know, that's the thing. And we're guilty of it too. You know, we'll see that whole, Make America Rock Again tour line up and chuckle, you know, because it's got like Scott Stapp and Edema and Saliva and Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah.
But hey, people still show up to it, so fuck us, you know.
Well, it's no different than us going to Rock Never Stops.
Rock Never Stops, exactly. So, you know, we're just cynical assholes. But hey, people still show up to this stuff, and Puddle of Mudd could be one of the bigger bands in that kind of conversation. But he just can't get it together, and it's sad, and it's fucking stupid. So there you go.
Yeah. So, with that being said, maybe we should just cancel the Thunderfest now.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I guess, but you know, we still have that, the big, huge episode 150 podcast coming. It's a roundtable discussion.
With Adelita's Way?
No. Well, I mean, I guess we could see if they want to, you know, it's a discussion about new country with Bret Michaels, Dave Mustaine, James Hetfield, and Jimmy Page. And I'm proud to announce that it's coming, episode 150. We've already recorded it, so be on the lookout. Our biggest episode ever.
That's better than Thunderfest.
Well, you know,
you got those four guys in the same episode?
I swing for the fence, man.
Yeah.
What can I say?
There you go. You heard it here first. Episode 150.
Mm-hmm.
That's only 10 episodes away now.
That's right. Hashtag it, bitch.
Well, this past weekend, Battle for Catfest happened in Oklahoma City. Catfest is going on in Oklahoma City. If you're not from the area, the Cat is the big rock station in the Oklahoma City area, and they're also easily the best station in Oklahoma, probably.
Definitely.
They've been here, I think it's right over 40 years, because I feel like their birthday thing they always announce was right around the same age as me. If I remember from whenever I was going to school in Norman and listened to them and all that stuff. But yeah, they do Catfest every year, and this year they've got Korn, Chevelle, Avatar, and
Gemini Syndrome.
Yeah, Gemini Syndrome. And they're supposed to announce a couple other bands, I think, and then they're also doing the Battle for Catfest at the Diamond Ballroom in Oklahoma City, where a bunch of bands from the Oklahoma area, all over Oklahoma, basically compete, and not compete, they play. Yeah. And it's a voting process. I'm not really sure how that worked, but the first event went on this past Saturday, and they got the finalists announced for September 23rd, which is when the second event will be.
Yes.
And the bands that made it to the next round: Less Than Human, Voodoo Dolls, Being Without, Perseus. I hope I'm saying that right.
Perseus,
could be. Yeah, sorry.
Hey, you know, it's all good.
Among the Missing, and God in the Machine.
Okay.
if you haven't seen God in the Machine or Less Than Human live, there's you enough reason to go to any
I
event.
still haven't seen God in the Machine live. I'm sorry. You have.
I'm just telling anybody. That's enough a reason to go out to an event in the first place.
Yeah.
But you throw in 4 other great bands. This is a great thing for I think the whole Oklahoma music scene, because we had bands from all over. You know, Less Than Humans representing, I guess they're the only band representing Tulsa. God in the Machine's out of Enid. I know Among the Missing's from Oklahoma City. I'm not sure where the other 3 are from, but it's a cool thing because we're pulling bands from all over the area.
That's right.
To compete for this, and whoever wins gets a slot basically open up for Korn and Avatar, you know.
You gotta love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't there's a ton of great Tulsa bands, but Less Than Human is perfect to represent Tulsa in this. They put on an insane live show. You know, the first time I got to see him was at Downtown Lounge, and it was crazy. There's people moshing. There's shot glasses flying across the room, and I'm not kidding you. Tables knocked over. It was great. So I'm really excited for these guys, and I hope they go all the way.
Hell yeah. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. You're in Oklahoma City area, you're in the Tulsa area, anywhere in Oklahoma, make the trip. September 23rd, Diamond Ballroom. Cool place to see a show regardless. You got 6 kick-ass bands. Get out there, vote for your favorite, and let them open up for Korn.
Get into it.
Same night, September 23rd, in Tulsa, we've got Through the Stone returning.
Yes.
It's been over a year since they've been here. I didn't get to see them the first time they came, but you did.
Yes, I did.
And so I'm really looking forward to this.
Yep.
They're headlining the show at I almost said the old name, Badass Renee's.
That's right.
Bar for short. Another cool place to see a show. Always great prices on the drinks, too. That's what I like about it.
Exactly. And who's on the bill?
It's also got Southern Dame that we talked about a while back. Phenomenal.
Love them.
Vocalist. Great band. Kind of a unique sound compared to a lot of the bands that you see at these hard and heavy shows. Then we've got Crane Technique and Claim Your Enemy, who we love both these guys.
I know. That's going to be... I mean, and that's just before, and then you get Through the Stone. I mean, we can't lose.
Yeah.
We can't lose.
And it's
I'm glad you finally get to see Through the Stone. You're going to love it.
Oh, yeah, I know. Their album's fantastic. Can't wait to see them live. Just another band, you know, with a great sound, great vocals. Can't say enough good things about them, and I hope that a lot of people show up.
That's right.
Because all 4 of these bands are killer, and it's another one of those shows where you got four bands bringing different styles of heavy music. So it'll be really cool.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely be there, you know.
September 23rd, that's also my mother's birthday. So be sure to say hi or happy birthday to Trent's mom.
Happy birthday, Peggy.
Yeah, ahead of time.
But we'll be there. Come and Trent will buy you drinks, and he'll also tell you why he thinks Guns N' Roses sucks.
Okay.
And so yeah, it'll be a fun night.
Yeah. Hey, you can say what you want about Axl Rose, but at least he's not falling through the stage.
Oh man, I walked right into that. Okay, well, man, you caught me off guard. I can't come back with that.
All right.
Did you see that?
No, I never did watch it.
It looked like it hurt.
Really?
Yeah. They had these like things coming out of the ground where they roll those drums for Now That We're Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the song? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess before they started rolling those out, he just turned around and didn't know where he was and stepped right into one and looked like it hurt.
Ah.
Yep. So, yeah, but hey, it happens and you got me. You won that flame war.
All right. Until episode 140.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll figure something out.
Yeah. Okay, we're into September. We're like well past the halfway point of the year now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to put you on a spot.
Okay.
If, we've still got 4 months worth of music to come, and
Releases.
we know there's...
I already know where you're going with this, damn it.
We know there's bands releasing albums.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about a couple of them here in a minute that are soon to come out that are probably going to be high on our list. But if, like right now, what do you think number 1 is? Or if you can't, 1 or 2.
Oh, God. Why do you do this to me? Because I'm going to forget something.
I just didn't know if there was one that's
there's
like
always been
sets
stuff
right at the
coming
top.
out. Well, it's... Excuse me. I go in waves because stuff comes out and you listen to it and then there's so much, and it slips, and because you always have the stuff that you always listen to, you know, no matter what. I'm always, you know, if nothing, if you know, if all else fails, put on some thrash or some old country, and that's what I'm doing. And so all this stuff just, it falls by the wayside, and I can't, you know, the first thing that jumps into my mind is the new Accept album. Because it's probably the latest new release I've heard, but that doesn't mean anything, because I know there's a ton of stuff I'm already not remembering.
Life of Agony.
See? Exactly. I think that is definitely going to be, I mean, if not, I love that record, and I don't, you know, Sons of Texas is coming out, and that might beat it, but, you know, I'm definitely, those are like 1 and 2, and I haven't even heard Sons of Texas, but I just know what you're going to get with that band.
Yeah.
You know, but anyways, I just, Life of Agony, Accept. God, what else? Jog my memory, because you're good at that. You're good at helping me remember.
Iced Earth.
Iced Earth. God, man.
Night Flight Orchestra.
Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Danko Jones was good. Prong.
Yeah. Prong. See? Fuck me. God, I can't remember anything.
Creator? I don't know. I listened to that once and thought it was great, but I need to, like...
I haven't really...
That's a band I need to
I admit, I never
delve
really,
into more.
Yeah, definitely.
But me and Jason Carroll were kind of... I'd already thought about bringing this up, but last night at the OU Ohio State game, which was fantastic, by the way.
Yes, and we had a fucking blast.
Yeah. Jason Carroll and Jennifer Carroll put on a crab boil.
Yes, and it was amazing. Thank you very much.
Amazing food and tons of people. And
yep. It was
we
a
got
good
to
game.
Watch OU, like, actually convincingly beat Ohio State, which is not something, as a diehard OU fan, I thought would happen.
And Jason put on the new Life of Agony record.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
But late into the night, when all that was left was me, him, and Jennifer up.
Yeah.
Everybody else had left, and a couple of you guys, not to name names, had passed out. He brought it up too, and he's like, so what do you think your number one record is? And he said the same thing, Life of Agony, which I thought was cool, because he's someone that
he didn't really know about him until he met us. Yeah. You know?
After, we'd talked about him, he went back and listened to him. So to hear someone that's new to the band also put it up there that high level is great.
That's great, and that tells you what a great fucking record that is.
Yeah. So I hope enough people are listening to this. I hope to see, the elite metal publications and websites giving this thing praise when it comes in the year. We'll find out.
It needs it.
And on that note, totally just off that subject, but Alan Robert has another one of his coloring books coming out here soon.
I want to get one of those.
And it's like, if you're into, coloring at all, but it's like adult themed because it's all horror based and like really gory, I guess. Yeah.
So. It's, those adult coloring books that are kind of the thing now.
Yeah.
He put 2 out now, and it's, it's awesome. Called The Beauty of Horror, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so check that out if you're a Life Agony fan. But yeah, just as the years went, those things we named, I'm sure there's stuff I'm forgetting right now, but.
Oh man. Jackal.
Oh, well, yeah.
That was a great fucking record.
Well, no, they didn't have a new one this year. That was last year.
Was it? Really? Fuck, man. When did that come out?
Or maybe you're right. Maybe it did come out this year.
I thought it did.
Yeah, I think it might have been in the spring. Never mind.
Man, I think they need a Presidential Medal of Honor just because I'm drunk doesn't mean you're right.
Yeah.
Alone.
Right. But there's other stuff that's come out that will soon be on our radar, because just this past Friday, both Lynch Mob and Living Colours albums came out.
And I still haven't
got either one of them. Need to check both those out, because Lynch Mob is consistent as hell, in my opinion, of new stuff, so I know it's going to be good. Living Colour, I heard 2 of the new songs, and they were great. I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah.
It's been a while. So those are 2 things that I'm sure you'll hear us talk about here in the next couple episodes.
And Living Colour, really, one of the best live bands you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, Corey Glover, he's one of those singers that can, he can do
underrated as hell.
Yeah, underrated. Underrated, yeah, definitely. He can do I saw Kate from Through the Stone do this. They can hold the mic way out and still project like I mean, they don't even need a mic.
Like Millie from Steelheart.
Yes, exactly. It's insane. So yeah, I definitely need to hear that for sure.
Yeah. So check that out. Living Color has a new album. Lynch Mob. Sons of Texas has an album coming out in I think it's next Friday.
The 22nd.
Okay, so over a week and a half from now.
That's going to be, I'm going to order that one on vinyl. I'm going to buy the CD, whatever. I'm not just going to listen to it on Spotify. I can't wait for this record. I love this band. You know, anyone that knows us knows we love Sons of Texas.
They were number one on our best of 2015.
Yes.
With their debut album.
And the 2 songs they've released so far are fucking amazing.
That Beneath the Riverbed is just so, like you mentioned, groovy, but it's not just that. It's got bluesiness to it.
Yes.
It's just, I don't know how to say this without, sounding like corny, but like, it's just, like, I think this is a phrase you've said before. It's just like dripping with emotion.
Yeah. Hey, be corny. I'm sure they'll like that, you know? Right. And hey, in that video for Beneath the Riverbed, the guy's got a cup of coffee and it's a Whataburger cup. Yeah. So, I mean, I gotta love Whataburger. Look at me. You know I love Whataburger.
Right.
Even though the one near us can't get an order right to save their fucking life, but still.
Whataburger's, great and all, but do not go the drive-thru if you're in any kind of timely...
Yeah.
If you're on a deadline.
Yeah. Or if you want your order, I don't know, correct.
Right.
Yeah, just, But anyways, we're getting off subject.
To stay on that subject, though.
Okay, sorry.
The spicy strawberry jelly biscuits with sausage or chicken are amazing. Anyway, next.
Dude, spicy ketchup. Anyways.
Well, that's great, too, but this is spicy strawberry jelly.
I know.
On the biscuit.
Well, we know Sons of Texas would love that. And we love it, too. And anyways, just can't wait for their record. It's not going to disappoint. We've had them on the podcast twice. They're fucking down to earth, nicest guys ever. These guys deserve everything good to happen to them.
And on a side note, in about a month, I'm going on a trip.
Yes.
I'm going on a cruise, and after the cruise, we're coming back and going to spend a couple days in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm. Thought you were going to be in Houston because you're going to the Houston Open Air.
Well, that's just the day we get back.
Oh.
And then we leave.
Oh, okay.
And from there go to San Antonio.
So when are you going on is this a different trip?
No, it's the same trip. Just driving from there to San Antonio.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
On the way back.
Gotcha. Okay.
What else do we got? We have Steelheart, who's released...
I haven't heard that one yet. You're going to have to talk about this.
No, the album's not out.
Oh, I thought maybe there's a song or something.
I think it comes out this Friday, the 15th, if I'm right.
Okay.
But there's we talked about the one song that came out about a month ago.
Oh, yeah, I did hear this. That's right.
Well, yeah, because we talked about it after you listened to it.
That's right.
But they've released, actually, it's one of those things where, some bands now are doing, they'll put out a new single every week. Uh-huh. Like, and you can hear, like Warrant did it, 5 or 6 songs before the album even comes out.
Yeah.
And Steelheart's done that. There's like 4 or 5 songs out now. And it's cool because they all kind of span. That first one, kind of had that, I think you called it a Roadhouse style song.
Yes. I remember that. Okay.
Then they had more of a hard rocking one. And they've had like a bluesy kind of ballad. And then the most recent one was like a piano driven love song, which, he's great at, obviously. Oh, yeah. So you're getting a wide range of his vocal range, which is what you want from this guy.
Exactly.
He's one of the best there is.
Yeah. He can sing anything.
Yeah. So if all you know from Steelheart is I'll Never Let You Go, there's a world out there that you're missing because these guys kick some ass. So check this out.
That's right.
And is there anything else coming out that we were going to mention? Or was that?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Oh, no, I got one for you.
Okay.
So we're talking about Sons of Texas, but what about Sons of Apollo?
Oh, man. No kidding.
Have you listened to that song?
Get your fucking progressive rock and roll and heavy metal on.
Signs of the Times? Or Sign of the Times?
It's been a few weeks, but yeah, I listened to it. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's like people, our whole life, listen to music, past 27, 8 years, there's been supergroups and people... Yes. And a lot of times they are supergroups and literally are supergroups. And other times they're just, you could loosely call it a supergroup, but just because guys came from different bands doesn't make it a supergroup. But this is literally a supergroup. You've got what? Well, you've got 2/3 of Winery Dogs.
Yep.
the rhythm section, basically.
Yeah. Jeff Scott Soto, Bumblefoot,
And Derek
Sherinian. Yeah.
And so now you've got Mike Portnoy reuniting with a guy from Dream Theater.
Oh, yeah.
For the first time since he left.
Fuck, I forgot about that. Jesus.
So you've got that little thing going on. And then the first thing that I thought about after like really looking at this before I even heard the song, it's like, you see all those names, but ultimately this thing's going to sound like Jeff Scott Soto and Bumblefoot, right? Because those are the
that's your main
key elements,
the guitar,
that
the
jump
vocals,
out.
yeah.
So when you think of Winery Dogs, it's got a lot going on, and there's all that great, bass lines and all this cool shit going on. But when it comes right down to it, Richie Kotzen is driving this thing, because of his vocals and his guitar. And out of those three guys, he was the most underrated by far, because the other two guys have always been put on the pedestal of being best, near the top or the top of their respective instrument. So I'm hoping it'd be cool if Sons of Apollo kind of does for Jeff Scott Soto and Bumblefoot what it did for Richie Kotzen. Because Richie Kotzen's still probably not a household name, but he's closer to it in the rock world, to your average fan, than he was 5 years ago.
That's right. Well, and, the caliber of musician here, I mean, with all these guys is so amazing. It's like, and, I was thinking these bands, a lot of these kind of quote unquote super groups, you might see them do one record and then go away. And I mean, I haven't even heard a whole record from these guys, but just, the roster, if they want to, they could keep it up and keep going.
Well, that's like what the Winery Dogs have done.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, based off that one song, it's what they build it as. It's progressive. It's metal.
Exactly.
It's maybe not metal in a sense of metal, but it's closer to progressive metal than, like what Mike Portnoy and Billy Sheehan have been doing, obviously.
Yeah. With
Winery Dogs. It's a lot heavier. Well, Bumblefoot's going to bring that. He's got a heavier guitar playing style than Kotzen does, obviously. And Bumblefoot, a lot of people in the rock world that are your average fan recognize his name just because he was in Guns N' Roses, but that doesn't really mean they know anything about him.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, he's got that in the Art of Anarchy.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that really wasn't a household name either, So,
yeah.
And Jeff Scott Soto has always been one of those guys. He's been around for 30 years or whatever, and he's always flown right under the radar. And he's a phenomenal vocalist, songwriter, everything. And he's kind of like one of those guys that have done, I don't know who to compare it to, well, maybe Mike Portnoy now, but he's done like 4,000 different projects, and they're always of a high caliber.
That's right. Where did Axl find Bumblefoot? Do you even know? I don't even know.
I mean, he had solo stuff he was doing before, but I don't know what he was, I don't know if he was in I'm surprised I don't know off the top of my head what he was in a band before that or what.
Look that up.
But yeah, I mean, the guy's great, so I'm like, it'll be interesting to hear this whole album, but just the first single they released is like 6.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
But that, again, what you expect from that style of music, and it's great, so check that out.
Definitely.
Well, what else we got coming up? The old Capitol Underground.
Yes. Yeah, we gotta see that.
We talked about this a long time ago because, probably 2 years ago now. No, probably a year and a half. I don't know. I need to look at the number, but Dave Cantrell from here in Tulsa was on our podcast early on.
Yeah.
Like maybe in the 30s or something. And he talked a lot about it because he's one of the two main guys that was putting this together, him and Brian Crane.
Yeah.
And we kind of talked about it there at the end. Hey, when this gets closer, because it was an ongoing thing. It's taken them several years because obviously they both have full-time jobs. They have their own lives.
Exactly.
All this stuff going on that they couldn't focus on this thing like a filmmaker who that's their sole job is. Mm-hmm. So, but it took their time but they really put in the effort. You look at this preview and it's like, man, I want to see this thing right now.
Yeah, definitely.
So they've finally got a release date, at least for the premiere, is October 6th. It's a Friday and it's in Tulsa at the Circle Cinema.
That's right.
So what better way to release something like this, which is talking about, a period of time in Tulsa than, one of the great art house movie theaters in America, basically.
Exactly. I'm so looking forward to it. Just, if anything, because, this kind of focuses on a time period, like kind of right before we got into it.
Yeah.
Because we're a little younger.
It goes into the tail end of what we got to see in the early 90s,
And I really want to get educated. So I can't wait to see this. I'll be there. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it basically covers late 70s to early 90s.
Yeah.
Of the Tulsa and surrounding area, punk scene, but it goes into metal as well.
Yeah.
And, guys we've had on here like Steve Ray and Stacy Lane and obviously Dave Cantrell were all part of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot more bands. Mike DiPetrillo was in that scene.
That's
I don't
right.
know if he's,
That's right.
I don't know if he's involved in the movie, but I mean, you've got, all these guys that we've kind of got the chance to know that we saw in the early 90s, like Pitbulls on Crack and Bunnies of Doom and so on and so forth. They're going to be representing this thing. And I don't know what their plans are after the premiere, if it's going digital quickly after that, or if it's going to be put into Circle for a little bit, or how this is going to work, but we'll hopefully find out soon. And chances are we might be able to have him on here and talk about it. We'll
Definitely. Would love to.
And speaking of Dave Cantrell, Bozak, do you see they're opening up for DRI?
Yes, for DRI. Yes.
Dirty Rotten Imbeciles are playing the Shrine this Wednesday night. So get your ass out there and check that out.
That's right.
Old school thrash punk, skater punk, whatever you want to call it.
Exactly.
And Dave Cantrell is the perfect candidate to open that show. Well, we got anything else we want to talk about?
I don't know, just for two knuckleheads talking, we filled up some time. That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, just working our way back. So
yes,
I got a message from Andy from Fist of Rage. He said break time is over.
That's right. And you
Letting
know what?
us know we need to get back in gear.
Thank you, Andy, for keeping us on our toes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Last night, or 2 nights ago now, Jason Carroll and Seth both mentioned, like, hey, where the new one's at? And Dave Cantrell mentioned it too. So,
hey, we're on it.
We're here for you guys.
Yeah. And it's fine. I notice, maybe once or twice a year I've noticed we'll take, a few weeks off.
Well, usually it's just been like a week or two. This is the longest hiatus we've taken since we started this thing in 2015.
It happens. It happens. I get a little tired of you, not going to lie.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
That's just the way it is.
I love you, Trent.
The way that it goes.
Oh, man. We can always turn it into a Tesla. Are we going to Tesla on October 4th? Oklahoma City?
I'm not sure.
Oh. Well, aren't you going somewhere?
Well, yeah, I never miss Tesla when they're in any kind of close proximity like that, but we're leaving early Friday morning from Oklahoma City for our trip.
Gotcha.
And this is a Wednesday night, so it'd kind of be like driving there,
weird,
coming back,
yeah.
and going back late Thursday night. It's just like, I just got to decide, is it important to make that the 29th time I see Tesla, or can I wait a little bit,
Hey, you never know. Never know.
Well, if this is the first time you've ever heard us, you're listening on 102.7 WSNR. We appreciate it. We're on here every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So be sure and tune back in. Also, every other day of the week, they've got great shows and kick-ass music.
That's right.
So tune in anytime. We appreciate them having us on. You can also hear the previous 138 episodes on SoundCloud.com/Thunder-Underground. You can go straight to the website, or you can download the SoundCloud app. And we've had on, guys, 2 members of KISS.
Yes, we have.
A current member, Gene Simmons, a previous member, Bruce Kulick.
That's right.
We've had on guys from Seven Dust, Megadeth, Shinedown. Why did I just draw a blank out?
I don't know, because we've had guys from Warrant, from Trickster, from Firehouse. If you like the whole 80s hard rock thing.
Great White.
Europe, Great White. We've had Reed from COC on, Wino from The Obsessed and Spirit Caravan, Battlecross, Gumby we've had on a few times. Like we talked about earlier, Sons of Texas, we've had them on twice. Just kind of run the gamut, because that's what we like to do. We've even had Shooter Jennings on.
Yeah.
Ian Moore, a little left to center kind of stuff, a little rootsy Americana kind of stuff. So, that's kind of what we do. So check it out.
Yeah. Death Angel, Saving Abel.
Yeah, Saving Abel. And all the locals, Severmind, Driver, Less Than Human, Fist of Rage, grind. It just it goes on and on.
Yeah, so be sure and check that out. Like I said, soundcloud.com/thunder-underground, thethunderunderground.com. Follow us on Facebook /thethunderunderground, Instagram @thethunderunderground, and of course on Twitter, THNDRUNDR ground. All right. Until next time.
Thunder Underground, y'all.